Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Off play action. McAllister hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
A 10-yard gain.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. McAllister. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Max Crosby. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a give to Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trailed early in this wild card game. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on second down, McAllister. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Looking to throw on second down, McAllister. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw, McAllister. And this one is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 27, Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
6-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Johnson on the counter. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Let's go, boys.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. To throw is Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Johnson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
13, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the gun, McAllister. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. McCann for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Next to score, Jets 14, Colts 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Here's Braden Mann now. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now a second down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. McAllister. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. To throw on third down. McAllister to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Back to throw. McAllister. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McAllister. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
First down, Jets.
There's Wilson to throw. He'll check this down to Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Williams brings it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McAllister. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw is Taylor. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. The Colts on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. McAllister. He'll check this one down to Taylor. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 12. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Touchdown! Ty Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
on second down and 4. Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore there to make the grab. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Pass complete to Taylor, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Pass complete to Allie Cox. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Second and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The Charles on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of